What's good, y'all? It's your boy Lazarus, back at it again with another one. And today, we got another reaction to, you feel me, the Let's Talk Show. And they talking about something that, very interesting. Six the Goddess says women are shallow. She doesn't care about looks, it's more about masculinity. This is true. This is very true.
Bring up this Yanni, shout out to Yanni. She said, can we talk about how men are also using their bodies to leverage over women? The same way women use their bodies to leverage men. It's given jealousy because women actually get paid. Men just get the attachment and obsessive behavior, no payout. Financial stability versus control. So that brings me up to my topic right here. Are men using their bodies to leverage just as much as women?
What? Especially in Atlanta. Dudes be getting their bills paid in Atlanta.
Yeah, because they
Gigolos out there? Dang.
I don't know. It's my first time hearing about that. Go ahead and
this.
go ahead and break it down. What you say, Q?
I've never heard of this. What type of men are leveraging their bodies though? Like, is it men that like men or men that like women?
No, they talking about the men that like the
It's men that like women.
women. Yeah, but they're using. Go ahead, Kayla.
They're taking advantage of the fact that there are so many women, and that women want men, women want dick, and they're able to leverage that. It's the fact that like it's one of me and 10 of y'all, and that takes their like value up. So women are out here like doing things for men to continue relationships. It's tax season.
Kayla,
No.
You know how many stories I can tell you? It's tax season. You know how many stories I can tell you about stuff that men are getting from women that and literally it's because they are dicking them down good or giving them attention or whatever.
Whoa. Kayla, but ain't Teletubbies getting love too?
Read the question.
Are men using their bodies to leverage? No, the question, just as
A
women.
whole red for nothing.
Yes, they are. Women use their body to leverage getting things out of men,
No.
whether that's actual stuff,
No.
a relationship, whatever it is.
As much.
Men do the same thing. They leverage their bodies for attention, for money, all types of reasons.
No, as much as women. The question says as much as women.
Yes.
Oh, hell no.
Especially in Atlanta, I heard multiple stories about a dude telling me a girl got him a Rolex, about a girl took him shopping, and all.
All right, look, I'm gonna keep it G. This is apparent because I'm not gonna hold you. My pops is one of those dudes. You feel me? And he ain't. I wouldn't say he that good looking, like physically from like right here, but facial, you know. I take from him, you know what I'm saying, and my mom. But yeah, the faces look good, look clean and everything. You do get some gifts from women every now and then when you treat them properly. I've seen this happen with my pops. But is it as often as women? No. No, bro. I remember being in church and my dad was the only one that had them stories. My dad was the only one that had them stories. All the other guys couldn't really relate. Could not really relate. So, yeah, nah, I wouldn't, not even close. There's too many beautiful women compared to as many fine men. I just don't see that. Nah.
All he did was dick her down and like show her attention, and like he got mad benefits. He was leveraging, like, for sure he was leveraging the dick.
But that's one man though. Is it as much as women do today? No.
I think so. It's at an all-time high. The 50-50 conversation, the conversations that I'm hearing, I think it's at an all-time high.
Kelly, you got a lot of friends.
I'm talking about on Clubhouse. I'm talking about what I hear people talking about that they doing. They're not my friends. I'm hearing people talk in the streets, and that's what I'm hearing.
Okay, interesting. Go ahead, True.
I'm gonna say no. Or to answer the question, a man using their body to leverage just as much as women. I say no, and it's because a man's body is not the top thing women want in men.
This is money.
I think that's the difference. Like, men with money are using their money to leverage as much as women are using their bodies to. Why? Because women want a man with money more so than they want a man that has a six pack. But on the opposite end, men want a woman that's shaped a certain way. Like if your body is not what it is, then you ain't gonna be able to leverage too much. If we just gonna keep it G. So I think because the interests are different, we can't say that they do it the same amount. I would say women leverage their bodies way more than men do.
What you got on the real?
I didn't know this was a thing, man. I didn't know dudes was out here leveraging their bodies. Like,
Yeah, like, you know why you been in that gym?
I can't tell.
Yeah, man, like
I see-
Father's Day coming up, right?
I was trying to tell Kate. Well, no, I run because I like to look good naked. But I was asking Kayla,
Right.
like,
Come on, Rilla.
is like, ain't Teletubbies getting love too? Like, ain't the big boys?
Yeah, but
big
winter's almost over though.
I'm just saying because I don't see dudes. Like I understand players and max and hustlers. I understand that, but that's finesse game. If your mouthpiece is your mouthpiece, and whether your dick game is good or not, it is what it is, right? Like I know dudes that finesse.
Maybe I mean attraction more so than
But
I'm not really
seeing,
attractive men. You know what I'm saying?
Well, shout out to Jeremy Meeks, right? Ain't that dude's name?
Yeah, Jeremy Meeks.
Right,
Jeremy Meeks, perfect example.
Right, but he's on the smaller end. Like it's not a ton of those dudes doing that, right? Not as much as women do it.
Not as much as women. So maybe not as maybe not as much as women, but it's at an all-time high now. Rather is what I mean. Than I ever seen in history. Like right now, I've never seen.
I guess it's meaning that more dudes are hitting the gym more. I think that's what she's trying to say. Than how it been back in the day, because women didn't really prioritize dudes to be in the gym like that.
Like that in terms of like men that are attractive, the way that they move around and the way that they know that they can move around because they are so attractive, whether they have money or not, because of the discrepancy of number of men available. They move around like they the bitches. They for real move around like they the one with the because there aren't as many men that look like that.
They move around like they what, Kayla?
The women. The bees.
That point I definitely agree with. She right on that for sure. I agree with
I'm
that.
just saying, no, they're so mad. They think that they have that they are the goal now because they a good looking man, and it's like, bro, like,
you really.
This is new to me. I haven't heard this.
You've been wiped up. I mean, you've been husband up.
You've been wiped up.
You've been husband up. So you don't know. You haven't been out here in the streets. Out here in these streets, these good-looking men, they doing whatever they want because the numbers out here are really bad. The numbers out here are bad. So
she right, man. She talking about pretty
husband up, really. My bad. Husband up. Sorry.
Handsome privilege. There are a lot of privileges to being handsome. She's right.
But Trill, is it as much as women?
No, hell no.
Okay, maybe not as much. Okay.
Yeah, hell no.
What? It's just on the rise.
No.
But whatever.
Okay. Seem to be interesting. Six, you ever heard of this? You ever heard of men using their bodies to leverage just as much as women?
This is also new to me. I had no idea that was a thing. Like, as women, like, why would we care about how a man looks?
Wait,
I guess we don't see shit. We just move around.
He can't be ugly now.
I think women have to change what they find attractive about a man. I think if women look at a man's looks as what makes him attractive, in my opinion, she doesn't understand what should be attractive about a man to her. It shouldn't be his looks. His looks have no bearing on his ability to be a man. That's why everybody wants the man that's tall and fine. Like, that's not what affects his ability to lead and create a legacy for a family. I think it's masculine for a woman to be overly concerned about a man's looks. Like, you shouldn't, if a man look good, it's like, okay, cool, but who cares about what a man look like? I don't care. But that's just me.
So you would date for the same?
On top of you.
You would date.
One at a time, ladies. One at a time.
I think you're right. Six, you're right on part of that. Attraction, we have to be somewhat attracted to that person. Next is mental.
Right, but what the looks is not what's attractive. Because you could have a man that is physically, that may be aesthetically pleasing, but he's a terrible person, don't know how to be a man to you, that's not attractive to me. What's attractive to me is his manhood, his masculinity. My attraction is not to his physical looks.
Okay, so question, just real quick, like it like how his looks have zero bearing on you choosing him at all, like no
bearing.
So you can date Flavor Flav?
Wow.
That's the ugliest person I know.
Yeah, that's not what attracts me. A man's physical looks is not what I find attractive, and again, that's my personal opinion. I don't find that attractive. That's not what's attractive to me is his looks. It doesn't do anything for me.
No, I get that. So let's say he's mentally, spiritually, and emotionally connecting with you. Would you lay up with Flavor Flav like hoops?
I don't pick a man. I pick the man that picked me. So Flavor Flav would not try to get with me because again, I'm also different because of my size. So it's about the man that's attracted to me. It's about me getting to know him. It's about the type of man he is.
Hypothetically, though, if Flav was that man and he chose you and he was all of the things.
No, I don't look at Flavor Flav as a masculine man. I don't look at Flavor Flav and say he'd make a great husband and father.
Oh my gosh, we're speaking hypothetically. If he was,
okay, you're not listening to what I'm saying. If you have to listen.
And they look like Flavor Flav. Would you choose
Flavor Flav is not masculine to me.
Oh my God,
I like
that's not what
she's masculine.
If he
one at a time.
Okay. I'm gonna address the cat because they about to go at it, and it's just gonna be a whole bunch of and we don't got time for none of that. But I'm gonna keep it G. Your physical looks nowadays does matter for sure. Best believe that, homie. But back in the day, it wasn't really a big deal because women would try to judge a dude based on his character as a man back in the day. That's usually how it would go down, pretty much. But let's understand this real quick. For one, because Six, I know she's on the right track, but somewhat. It's not really adding up. But let's keep it a buck. Women don't initially find men super duper attractive until they actually show their masculine traits. But for a woman to even get to the point to where they want to know your masculine traits, they have to look at you and be like, okay, how does he walk? How does he talk? How does he act? You know what I'm saying? And as that progresses, then that woman will then say, hey, he's actually very attractive. And that's where I think Six is going for. Women are just like, hey, does he look good though? But yeah, like she said, there's a lot of good looking dudes that don't know what the heck they doing in manhood. You feel me? So she is right on that behalf. But I'm going to not even disclose it like that because yes, men and women, we do find things attractive differently from each other because we are opposites in a way. We're definitely not equal, but it's just like we have similarities, but we're not equal. But looks, I'm not gonna hold you. Women have been finding looks more apparent nowadays because they feel like they could be choosy now since they have jobs, careers, all that other stuff. Like they think like they're dudes, so now they think that they have to choose to find a dude that is good looking. But for him to even have those popular masculine traits that you want, he has to be somewhat knowing how to take care of himself. Like he might not have the best eyes, the best hair, but he still knows how to take care of himself and groom himself, even though he knows he's at a disadvantage because of his looks. You know what I'm saying? But I say Six, in a way, understands that, like, he's going to be attractive. He's going to be somewhat good looking regardless. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be somewhat good looking regardless, but can he actually provide and take care of and do things? You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that women need to pay attention towards. So she's trying to lessen the looks all the way down at the bottom but she's trying to say it's not an equation at all. I mean, you will have to look at this person for the rest of your life. Even if you like, even though you think he's attractive and everything, but you might not think he's aesthetically pleasing. Like, what if the dude looks disformed and disfigured and stuff like that? You're gonna be having a hard time looking at him. But she wanted to excuse the fact that, oh, Flavor Flav wouldn't even look at me because of my height and how tall I am. Like, come on now. Come on now. Like I said, like, certain women don't find certain men masculine, and that is okay. That is okay. But I believe attraction and looks plays a big part when it comes to dealing with women. So I don't think she wholeheartedly is capping. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she's wholeheartedly capping. Like, she got the right cap on, but with certain things, but this with, like, the cap is off. Like she's not capping on certain things, but she's capping on, like, a little bit about the looks a little bit. Because yes, there's certain ways a woman's gonna grow her attraction for you due to your masculine traits, of course. But I'm gonna tell you straight up, some women out here really do be looking at the looks and how pretty the boy is for the woman to actually mess with the dude. It's actually like that. I'm not gonna hold you, but that's just how it is out here, dog. That's just how it is. And do I blame it? No. But a lot of these dudes, some women find them somewhat attractive, but you can definitely see in the way they carry themselves is masculine. Let's just keep it a buck. And that's what's supposed to attract women genuinely. And that's what Six is trying to say. But Kayla, she's just like, oh, my dude gotta look good. He gotta look good. He gotta look good. Okay, your dude gotta look good, but you gotta make sure he's masculine too. But Kevin Samuels also talked about that too, how women be choosing dudes based off looks and not how masculine, and if they can take care of the man, take care of the woman. Tough out in these streets, man. So, hey, I agree with Six, but not to the extent, because I believe some women had to be attracted to the looks to some degree. Like, they had to find something they liked about him, because if the dude's face was all disfigured and disformed and all that stuff, but he was masculine, come on now. It'll be hard to look at that person. Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. I'm just saying. Just saying. Let's keep it real. Keep it real. But that's all I gotta say for this one. I don't want this video to be too long. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Deuces.
Yeah. Yeah. Kingdom grind. We don't want no dimes. I'm rich this time. Pay the crap, no mind. Traffic work. We work. I'm a